All right, guys. So, the Galaxy Note 8. Will you be buying it in 2017 if it's released by Samsung? So, obviously, well, you might not have heard, so that's why I decided to make this video. Shout out to my man, Kevin, for hooking up the source. So, Samsung, indirectly or directly, we don't know, decided to give out the name Galaxy Note 8 in exchange program for the market that's not in the U.S., letting customers know that they could exchange their other device for a Note 8 when possible. So with that being said, this discussion is solely about the Galaxy Note 8. What specifications would you want to see in the Galaxy Note 8? And do you think they're actually going to release the Galaxy Note 8? Now, even though Samsung at this point, kind of, it's like they almost confirmed that there is a Galaxy Note 8, but are you going to buy it? Now, I know Galaxy Note 7 owners who didn't want to let go of their device, I know they're going to buy it. I was one of those people who just hated to give up his Galaxy Note 7, but I had to, and that was just it. So with that being said, are you going to give up on the device that you might have next year and switch it to a Galaxy Note 8? Now, a lot of people have said in polls online, now, I haven't seen a lot of polls, but I have seen some where it said, I'm done with Samsung. I posted a poll up and people said, I'm done with Samsung. I'm not buying no more devices. But I've said that I wouldn't buy certain devices. And then once the price was right, I bought it. Or I just changed my mind and said, hey, let me give this a shot. It looks like it's interesting. So with that being said, do you have any intentions on buying the Galaxy Note 8 if in fact it is released? Or are you going to stick with phones like the iPhone 7 Plus or the iPhone 7 or the V20 or the Note 5, the Edge 7? Just what are you going to use? Because the Galaxy Note 8 is probably going to be a hit. And some people, I wanted to address something from a previous video that I've seen some people posting saying that Samsung rushed the Galaxy Note 7. I don't believe that Samsung rushed the Galaxy Note 7. I still say that there's something fishy about the whole situation, and it's just so strange that their flagship device ended like this so quickly. And shout out to the crew over in the 24/7 Tech Talk. I have a link to that description in the description of this video if you want to join up on that discussion forum that I have offline in Telegram. It's always popping over there. When I say 24/7, it's 24/7. There's somebody always talking there, and there's someone always going to be there to chat with you about any kind of technology. Just make sure you're talking about technology. But yeah, so I still don't believe, and this is my opinion. It's not like I'm trying to defend Samsung or anything like that. I just think it's kind of strange that after the recall is announced, all of a sudden there's no more reports of phones blowing up. Don't you find that kind of strange? But the Galaxy Note 8, hopefully it won't catch that kind of drama, and hopefully it'll do very well. The Note 7 actually had a great start. It was doing very well until those reports of them blowing up or catching fire, smoking, and having battery problems. I was one of those people who had battery problems, but the last Note that I had, I had to give it up like everybody else. And if you still have your Note, there's some people out there that are still saying, I'm not giving my Note up. Well, more power to you. I said that in several other videos. More power to you. If in fact, some people were saying something about I'm giving out wrong information about the Samsung being able to lock the phones and T-Mobile being able to lock the phones. Listen, what you guys have to understand is at the recording of a video, that is the information that I'm given at the time. There are some people that commented on other videos that said they already locked my phone. And, I didn't know that was going to happen, but the fact is, why would you want to hold on to a device where that could possibly, something could go wrong with it? Now, even if it's not happening to you, that doesn't mean that it can't happen. And I'm not saying blow up or anything like that. I'm just saying that doesn't mean your device, won't go bad at one point, and then you have to get a replacement, and there are no replacements. So, why set yourself up for that disappointing time in your life for your cell phone when you should just give it up? So again, people were saying, oh, Jay, you're giving out the wrong information. Some people commented and said that. Some people said that privately. It's all good, though. Still got love for y'all. Some people said that privately and said, oh, he's giving out the wrong information or whatever. It's all good, man. Listen, at the recording of a video, you should probably start looking at the dates on videos when any YouTuber puts them up, because what I find is a lot of people are commenting on videos that are like 3 weeks old. So if your device is not locked, I'm super happy for you on your Note 7. If you plan on keeping it just all the way until it's just, you can't use it, hey, happy for you. But I want to know, if you're that loyal, are you going to buy the Galaxy Note 8? Now, personally, I'm going to be in line to get my Galaxy Note 8 because I really enjoyed the Galaxy Note 7. I think that the Galaxy Note 7 is a beautiful device, and I think it's much better than this iPhone 7 Plus. Now, I obviously have other devices that I can use. This just happened to be the device that I'm using at the record of this video, because I have multiple devices. But the Galaxy Note 8, there are no rumors of specs or anything like that. This was just leaked out online about them mentioning, I think in the upgrade program, and it wasn't for the US. It was for overseas in China or somewhere, where they slipped up and said it in document or to someone, or, who knows if leaks are real or not. Maybe companies put the information out there to see how the public is going to respond to it. So if enough of the public says, oh man, I want my Galaxy Note 8, then okay, we'll do it. But I don't think that they'll have a problem making the Galaxy Note 8 a hit. What they should do, now I asked you earlier at the beginning of the video, what are your specifications for the Note 8 that you would want to see? I personally would like to see the following. At least a 5.9-inch display. Now, Samsung can't say that they can't fit a 5.9-inch display in a small body, because they've done it up. They've got 6-inch phones out there that are not very big in size, but they still have a 6-inch screen on them. So give us at least a 5.9-inch display with at least a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and then pretty much everything else is kind of up in the wind for me. I don't care too much about whether they have an SD card or not. That's not really important at this point. I just want a nice big screen and a nice big battery. So 4,500 or 4,000, and it's very well possible. I don't know why companies feel like they can't do that or say they can't fit it in there because they had to put something else in there. No, man, because you've got companies that do it right now. They've got 4,000, 5,000 milliamp hour batteries in super thin phones, and the technology is still really good. Excuse me, they have good specs in them. So, yeah, Samsung needs to bring it for the Galaxy Note 8, if in fact they do release it. And I know that they probably will. It's just a matter of when. Are they going to wait until the end of the year next year? Are they going to come strong right away? Who knows? It would be nice for them to bring it out in the middle or close in like the second quarter of 2017. But I know that's a little asking for a little much, because they still have to do all the things about it. Who knows? They might already be working on the Galaxy S8. I don't know so much that I would jump out on the Galaxy S8. It just depends on how it, what it's offering. But the Galaxy Note 8 should be pretty hot if, in fact, Samsung does go ahead and bring that product out. Now, we all know how rumors and leaks go. We're in October of 2016 right now, so this is way away. We're still in the era of the Note 7. People still have their Note 7s, and people are still refusing to give up their Note 7s, saying, hey, I'm not having any problems. So we're still here. But what I will say is that when the Note 8 does come, if it does come, I think that it's going to be I think it's going to knock everyone's socks off, because honestly, the Note line is one of the lines that people actually really enjoy, and it can be used by pretty much anyone. It's unfortunate that the Note 7 did have those battery problems. That's very unfortunate. But I think that people who said that they wouldn't buy the next Note line, or they're done with Samsung, that's easy to say when you don't have a beautiful device in front of you. So I think that once the Note line actually hits, once it actually comes out, you're going to see some killer hardware, fantastic hardware. It would be nice if Samsung moved to a metal. I don't know that they will move to a metal body, but it would be nice if they move to a metal backing, because their devices will be a lot stronger. But we're talking about Samsung. It's kind of like with Google. Google the Pixel kind of reminds me. Now, some people are saying that Google, side note here, some people are kind of saying that Google pulled an Apple. And it's kind of like they did, because they jacked up all the prices on everything, and then they locked us out of a lot of things. I don't know. Samsung, I don't think they'll probably go that route, but it would be nice if Samsung will switch to a metal backing. I really like that. Even the plastic back, to me, depending on how it's made, is better than the glass back. Now that device was one of the most beautiful devices out. The Note 7 really, it was that good. So with that, man, you know, I just wanted to hear you guys' thoughts on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. The rumors that are out. If you didn't hear it, you heard it here. There are rumors that there's going to be a Galaxy Note 8. Came out of China. So if in fact you said you were not going to buy another Samsung product, will you buy it if the Galaxy Note 8 has a bigger screen, a bigger battery? Let's talk about it. It's your man Jay Will. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.